So Dustin, take us through a process. We're on this hole here. You got, what's everything that goes through your mind when you're taking into account this shot? So we got wind, we got shape, we got all that stuff. What do you see on this shot, and how do you execute it?
So obviously the wind's blowing down out of the right. Bunker down the left. Looks like there's more trouble down the left side. I got plenty of room down the right. So especially with this wind, I'm gonna just hold it up against the wind, probably off the right corner of the bunker, because I can carry the bunker.
If you happen to hit it straight, it's going to cover the bunker. If it overcuts, you're in play.
It's not going to get to the trouble on the right.
Your miss in this situation would always be
to the right,
an overcut.
Right.
How do you, what do you do in your swing or your technique to kind of guarantee that the miss is going to be an overcut and not a pull?
A lot of practice. But I'm just going to make sure I'm going to make sure I hold that face a little longer than I normally would, just to make sure that it won't go to the left.
Yep. Ball position.
I say a little longer is probably a fraction of a second, but
yeah.
Ball position the same. I'll probably really make sure I move through it too, because obviously hanging back is the one that'll make it go to the left. So just really make sure I drive through it. And
do you pick a specific start line?
Yeah, it would be the right edge of the bunker.
Because when you're watching on TV, you do your couple practice swings and you kind of look at where you're going. Are you really dialing in?
Looking where I want the ball to start.
How?
Obviously, I have the shape of the shot in my head already. And then I look where I want it to start, and then I'll look at my finish line.
How specific are you, like in this situation, on your start line? Is it just the bunker, or is it like
I'm looking there, but I'm really looking at my finish line and judging on the wind how much I think that ball is going to move in the wind.
So in this situation, it's kind of left bunker.
The right side of it.
Right side of it.
Just like that.
Perfect. So Rory, you've played a lot of golf with Dustin. You've watched him hit a lot of drives.
I have.
You hear him talk about that. What do you think about with like his swing, his technique, how he does it? What have you learned anything from him?
So I think DJ and I go way back. So we first played against each other in the Walker Cup in 07. So we've been playing against each other for 13 years. And like DJ has changed his game from then. I remember when we played Walker Cup, you predominantly hit a draw. Mm-hmm. That was sort of your natural shape. And then once he got out on tour, he's always had unbelievable length and athleticism, and makes the game look so easy. But I think for him to just control things a little better, he started to go to the fade, and that's been his go-to shot. And even we played 2 practice rounds at Augusta last week, and then played the first 2 days together. And everyone says Augusta is a predominantly right to left course, and of course he can turn the ball over when he wants to, but I think he's practiced so much and he's hit that left or right shot so much that it's so comfortable for him, even on a dog leg left, to say, you know what, I'm just going to go over the corner of this tree and I'm going to just bring it back. And that's, he's got so much confidence in that shot, that go-to shot.
Yeah.
And that's to have that confidence standing up over any tee shot, knowing that, okay, I'm just going to aim it over here and I know it's going to fall right. And, that's testament to him, how many balls he hits and how hard he works, and the fact that he's went from basically one shot shape to the other. And
Did you try and draw any balls at Augusta?
The only one is 10, but that's not even a draw, it's a hook.
It's a
But no, it's serious. So I can hook it, no problem. The problem is controlling the draw. I don't think I drew any shot. Irons I'll hit straight or turn into the wind or something, but that's completely different. An iron's really easy for me to turn it over, but I still, 95% of my shots with an iron, I still fade it. And even on a left to right wind, I'll make the fade go like the same distance as my normal one,
Yeah.
I'll still start it left with a little hold and let it work
Yeah.
back to the right.
How many drives at Augusta did you hit all out? Like when you give it a go, you're 184, 185. Did you give one drive all week that, or is it
What,
mostly? Like
No, I did
full-
a couple on 8. The Saturday and Sunday, I think we were getting a little bit of help on
Yeah.
8. And so I gave those a pretty good smack just because I know I can cover the bunker. So I hit, but that would be probably the only 2 drives was on 8.
And the other ones you call it what, an 85% of your, you
Yeah.
feel like your power?
85.
Kind of like that one was there, probably?
Just,
Yeah, 178.
yeah, I was
whatever.
probably going a little faster at Augusta, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't hit a lot of balls in a few days. So
nice.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Cool.
normal. You know, I'm always around 81, 82 for normal drives, and then, you know, in tournaments on some when I hit hard or 85, 86 maybe.
So my natural shot shape is the other way to DJ. So, I get on a hole where the wind is down off the right, and I'm just like, I'm loving it because I know I can hit my sort of high draw out there and the wind's going to carry it. And so, but it's not, the start line for me isn't that far away from DJ's. So DJ was sort of trying to hit it on the right edge of this left bunker, and I'm going just a touch, I'm going at that tallest tree in the distance. And that's sort of my start line, and then just trying to let the wind bring it this way. Yeah, I'm not trying to work it back against it, but I know that if I just hit a shot and it stays dead straight, it's going to be fine. And then if it turns over, it's going to be perfect. So that's the way I would think on this tee shot.
How focused are you on that tree? Or are you just kind of in the area, or do you
No,
really stand behind it?
Yeah, I'm pretty focused on that. As DJ said, like I'm more focused on my start line than I am my finish because I've already got the shape of the shot in my head. So it's just a matter of, picking. Sometimes I'll pick an intermediate target that's just a few feet in front of the ball, and I'll walk into it, and then I'll just get myself set up on that. And then you feel the shot you want to
Yeah.
play.
Do you not use an intermediate target all the time? Just sometimes?
Sometimes.
Does it-
Sometimes.
Is there any consistency on when you use it and don't off the tee?
Yeah, so I think actually Augusta's a good example. There's a lot of tee shots there that are like straight, like the tee box is like straight, the hole straight, everything's just sort of like, and sometimes you can't just aim dead down a straight tee box because if the wind's off one side or the other. So, sometimes when I have to aim a little left, I feel like I aim across myself, and it sometimes just feels awkward. So, and I don't know if I'm actually aiming where I think I'm aiming. So that's when I start to sort of bring it back and be like, okay, it's always easier to aim at something that's closer to you than it is far away. So just when I feel like I get a little off with my aim or I'm not quite comfortable, that's when I'll go to the intermediate target.
Perfect. Let's hit one and take us through it.
Right. Same thing. So that tree, and then even something like this, the sun's in her eyes, it's a little glary, it's hard. Maybe an intermediate target is.
So tee height for you.
So I tee it, especially on a tee shot like this where you've got a bunker to carry, it's downwind. I'll tee it high and head up on it a bit and launch it. That's my preferred thought. So on that tree.
Started good.
Didn't
Yeah.
see
I
it.
couldn't see it after
Yeah.
that.
Started at the tree though. Couldn't be too far off.
That sun's like perfect spot. Not
Good
to see
launch and
anything.
spin
Yeah.
and maximized.
Yeah.
323 normalized carries.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Yeah, let draw 8.9 degrees left spin axis, so bit of a draw.
If you're going to play a fade, Dustin tees his ball down a lot.
Yeah.
To play
He
the
doesn't
fade,
do
to
it as
stand-
much. Not much. A little lower.
A
than
little
that.
lower,
Not much.
but I can
Yeah.
still, I even when we played at Augusta, I hit a couple little low cuts out there on some holes where it's a little tighter and it's, you just want to get it in the fairway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but if that last one was a normal tee height, maybe, that to me feels sort of low. That's as
In
low
this
as I would.
situation with the right to left wind, you'd never be rare you would hold it up against it.
Very rare.
You'd always use it.
Yeah, I'd always use it. Yeah, especially it's a, you know, the hole's going left.
Everything.
everything's
It's
sort
just
of
comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. If this
Generally,
hole went straight away.
your miss is going to generally be just a little bit maybe of a push.
Yes.
Because
yeah,
you're teeing it up, you're hitting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it. Yeah, I'm pretty. You know, if I really go after one hard, that's when I can start to get the left miss. But most of the time, I'll just leave the club a tiny bit behind me, and it'll
Just
be a
push out there in a wind like this, and this hole, it just works out
it's
perfect.
fine. Yeah. But I'll try to hit a little hold like DJ's.
Yep.
It was holding. It's nice.
Yep.
There you go. But yeah, so I just think naturally my first instinct is just a little different than what DJ's is. You know, DJ's seeing this and I'm seeing that.
Yep.
You know.
And you guys are 1-2 a lot of years and weeks out on tour driving, so there's there's definitely two ways to do it.
There certainly is.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously, I mean, I've played a lot with him, so his driver and the way he drives it is, I enjoy watching it. I mean, I just do it a different way.
Do you ever find when you're playing with him, or I guess both of you, that how hard is it to not get in a long drive contest out there?
I don't.
So it's harder for me because I know deep down that DJ's got probably a little more in the tank than I do. So, like,
I don't even try. He had it by me the whole time at Augusta.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
No,
I didn't even try.
Yeah.
I finished 9 shots behind him, so it didn't
Did you
matter.
earlier in your career get involved in that a little more?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it
Everybody
seemed like
I played with, I try to smash it by them all. And I did.
Yeah.
But I also hit a few foul balls in there where that's where I've gotten better with not hitting the foul one.